Question. When you were a teen, was heroin popular in your community?
Yes. Yes, it was. But not like now. There were only a few users. But most got addicted legally.
What do you mean by legally?
In the late 1800s and early 1900s, heroin and cocaine was used in everyday products. They were called wonder drugs. Over time, addictions were formed. Then eventually, those wonder drugs were removed from production. Now, that left a gap in supply and demand.
That's deep. The gap essentially opens up the doors for the French Connection. In my opinion, heroin caused a major health crisis among African Americans because it was highly addictive and very cheap.
I agree. See, drug abuse was a big problem in our community in the 60s, but we fought through it. And despite it all, we started many revolutions and movements to move along.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
The Organization of Afro-American Unity shall include all people of African descent in the Western Hemisphere. In essence, what it is saying, instead of you and me running around here seeking allies in our struggle for freedom, in the Irish neighborhood or the Jewish neighborhood or the Italian neighborhood, we need to seek some allies among people who look something like we do. And once we get their allies, it's time out for you and me to stop running away from the wolf right into the arms of the fox, looking for some kind of help. That's it.
We're not a self-defense group in the limited fashion that you usually think of self-defense groups. I would like to use an example when Fidel Castro started the revolution along with Che Guevara, with 12 of them all together. They realized that they wouldn't be able to topple the oppressive regime in Cuba. What they were essentially was an educational body. They engaged with the army, they fought with the army, and they showed the people that the army was not bulletproof, that the police were not bulletproof, and that Batista's regime was not a regime that was impossible to topple. So the people started to feel their strength. The Black Panther Party feels very much the same way. We think that this educational process is necessary, and it's the people that will cause the revolution, and it's the people that will cause the change in the country. The Black Panther Party is simply the vanguard of the revolution, and we plan to teach the people the strategy and the necessary tools to liberate themselves.
There was a greater sense of unity in the community back then. There were strong leaders within your communities who actually stood up for the people.
You're absolutely right.